Peace. Quick little think fast. Part of our, spiritual growth. We always talk about, I say we, but I always speak on, how pressure makes a diamond. How, if we were God on this experience, knowing everything with all of our capabilities of God, and we all were, exactly the same, like everybody did everything the same, talked the same, looked the same, and we all knew everything there is to know, and we all were capable of doing everything there is to do. Like, what would our experience be if we knew everything and were capable of doing everything, Like, and we were all the same. You would have no contrast in the experience, How could any new ideas come up? We all think alike. How could I ever go through the vibes of, being happy that I studied something, or being happy for gaining some certain type of knowledge? I wouldn't be able to experience that because I have all the knowledge, so there's no reason to, get happy or sad. I have all the knowledge, and I'm capable of, doing everything. So again, it wouldn't be in the experience. But and I wanted to just preface with that again, because I try to bring it up as much as possible in my videos now, because again, it's getting closer to that moment of of importance. We're dealing with this energy, we're understanding that we are God on a human experience, and one of the only ways for us to experience things and expand in a certain level is the way we, have things now. But again, long story short though, our spiritual growth and the certain lessons we come across could be compared to having surgery or some nasty ass medicine. Matter of fact, when I say nasty ass medicine, of course, our true holistic health and medicines from Mama Earth, aren't necessarily all nasty like the fake poisons and pharmaceuticals from like the cough syrups, all this type of stuff. But just for the analogy of, again, dealing with certain aspects of our spiritual growth, and let me be more specific, dealing with the aspects of our spiritual growth that feel like something went wrong. Like we feel like, man, why in the fuck this had to happen? Or, why I'm going through this? Or I've been meditating a long time, why this happened, But, it's all different, lessons, and you think of it like how you take some nasty ass medicine and it tastes horrible, like extremely horrible. But then, a little while later, those symptoms that were bearing down on you, all of a sudden, cease to exist. They stop affecting you. And you realize, damn, like things cleared up after I took that nasty ass medicine. Or, dealing with surgery, you done broke something, that hurts, and the surgery, hurts as well. But after your surgery, you're able to walk, or run, or, grab things, whatever the surgery, whatever body part the surgery happened to. But again, you would be able to, use that body part again because you went through that surgery. And although that surgery was painful, it repaired you and brought you back, to your whole, in essence. Brought you back to your regular way of being. You're able to operate normally. But again, these things we go through are just like nasty medicine and surgery. It's gonna hurt. The medicine gonna taste nasty. Or like like the discipline from my parents, it did hurt at times, The transitioning of a certain family member or person, it did kind of cause us to feel sad, But then after that situation happened, it opened up a energy for us to grow on a higher level, you know. Getting that pressure to make a diamond, you know. So again, just a reminder that, you know, our spiritual growth, you know, as much as everything, you know, we talk about positivity and all that. Again, it's not no peachy blueprint like everything is gonna be completely nice and easy. You know, it ain't it ain't that vibe. You know, it takes that growth. Again, pressure makes a diamond, not unicorns and flowers. You know, and we can only look at all the different blueprints of aspects around us of, you know, where, you know, the pressure makes a diamond. It's the contrast, you know, it's the crystal going through all those years of growth, like an agate, you know, or a gate, however you want to say it, but like an agate crystal, you know, that has those little lines in there, you know, is able to look that beautiful because it went through that long process of growth, you know, and it had that resilience. And again, speaking of that, and that's why that energy, you know, that's why agate gives off that energy of, you know, resilience and dealing with our spiritual growth with time. You know, kind of like when I think of agate, I think about the tortoise in the race against the hare. I think about, you know, not trying to be the first one. I mean, not trying to, you know, rush, but just, again, just doing your best to win the race, you know. And I think about an African proverb somebody just quoted recently, where it was like, you could either get there fast, or it could be lonely, or you could either, you know, take your time and we do it together. I forgot, man, damn, I don't want to slaughter it, never mind. But yeah, this is just a message, again, as a reminder, you know, because again, right now we going through a lot of, some of us, again, when we talk about spiritual growth and cleaning energies out, it's like 100% cleanse, like that little one, that 0.00000000001%, you know, has to get cleared and transmuted. Like, when I say has to, you know, it's all up to your spiritual growth and what you have planned for yourself, you know, and what you're capable of. But, you know, for the most part, we got to get all of those lower vibrations, all of that trauma, that childhood trauma, you know, to be our greatest versions. We got to, you know, transmute these things and, you know, how I say, clean these things completely from the subconscious. I'm trying to stay away from the word clear or like you're going against it. You know, again, you just more so just transmuting that energy, you know, to a level of where you're able to, in essence, deal with it without it being, you know, traumatizing per se. But again, getting all the energies out. So, because a lot of people I know right now, you know, myself included, I see certain areas where, in essence, I could feel like, oh man, I made a step backwards, or, you know, I'm going backwards. But when, you know, when I really look at it, it's not the truth. Again, it's just, you know, making sure I transmute some energy, you know, that I hadn't previously fully transmuted, you know. So it's like my higher self, like, look, you might want to take care of this before these millions start rolling in. Matter of fact, or even better, like before these millions to really start rolling in, you might want to clear this energy. You know what I'm saying? Millions in the case, you know, because a lot of us, you know, want that you know, that sustenance. You know, that sustenance without, you you know, that stable sustenance, I should say. That's what I'm trying to say. We're looking for that stable sustenance. But again, you know, all the energies that, you know, holds us back, all those lower vibrations, those different years and years of past karmic trauma, you know, attached to our soul from past lives, still plaguing us in this life, needs to be cleared. You know, again, a lot of this shit we dealing with is shit that that's why I think about the movie, what it is, Cloud Atlas, you know, where through each lifetime, oh, spoiler alert, through each lifetime, in fact, go check it out though, it's a pretty good movie. Watch out for the propaganda indirectly on transhumanism, but other than that, but anyway, Tom Hanks' character kept going through, you know, the same things in different lifetimes. He always had a vibe of like, you know, being fucked up towards humanity to a certain extent, or being cowardly towards humanity and not helping. Like, but like that was always his type of vibe. And, you know, through each lifetime, you know, clearing it a little more and more, you know. But again, some of us being plagued a little harshly by these energies right now, maybe feeling like, oh man, like, you know, I done fucking ate the foods like Universal or so-and-so said. Which I'm a bad, not say I'm a bad example, but I know I'll tell y'all when I'm talking about food and stuff that I'm not like the expert, unless I'm speaking on food from an energetic level, about like transmuting the energy y'all doing the alchemy with your food. But you know, what was I? Oh yeah, like you feeling like, oh yeah, I've been, you know, doing this little thing that they say to do and doing this little thing they say that means you're doing great on your spiritual path, so why I'm going through this? You know, and again, that's why too, it's so important to not feel like, you know, anything is good or bad on this experience. It's all experience. You're going through something because it's making you aware that it's still a lesson to learn in a certain area. You know, it's not the end of the world. Just awareness, you know, bringing to the spotlight that in a certain particular area you still need work. And I tell people, a lot of people, again, still may not realize the people you manifest around you. Like if you feel like you can't stand any type of human being or like yeah, mostly like you can't stand a certain energy or a certain person or something like that, then that energy is gonna constantly manifest till you learn how to deal with it in a more spiritually accepting manner, you know, to accept that energy exists. You know, and it exists because you know, it's existing in your moment because you have something against it, and you constantly focusing on fearing it, or again, there's a certain lesson that you're meant to learn by overcoming, dealing with this situation, but you keep running from it, and you know, it just turns into something that may plague you. But that's basically the gist of it. Don't feel like you done went backwards or things going wrong or oh my God. It's like, nah, you know, we go through these, you know, these dark areas, so to speak. But that's basically it. Again, like surgery, like that, like surgery or like nasty medicine, you know, doesn't feel good in a moment, you know, but it's definitely something that's gonna, you know, help you to heal in the long run, you know. As a matter of fact, that make me think about shout out to Till Swine. That make me think about something.
Can I just get a picture with you right quick, dog? Like, I love you fucking like the thing right here,
All
dog.
right. All right. Give me 1 second. Let me finish off this video.
For sure. Take your
Peace.
time.
Happen now, y'all. Matter of fact, give me 1 second. Matter of fact, we're gonna do this in the motion of this video. Give me 1 second.
That'll work.
Cause I don't wanna. Yeah. How you wanna?
Just, I guess like this, maybe turn this way. Word, dog.
That's the number.
Hey, you got like a Snapchat or some shit? Or like Instagram or something?
My Instagram is Universal Frequency.
Universal Frequency.
Spelled exactly how it is.
All lowercase?
Yeah, it should be like all low. Whether you do it up all lowercase, it should go through. But Universal Frequencies, and I also have a YouTube channel as well.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, that's what I'm filming right now. Filming a video for it. So.
Word. I'm gonna check it out.
Yes, man. Blessings, my brother. All right, have a good one.
See you around.
All right. All right. Yeah. See, I felt like I was gonna be you know, closing the video down too soon. Reggie wanted to take a little picture right quick, but yeah, I was talking about old Till Swine and the whole situation with matter of fact, I was saying shout out to Till Swine for bringing up too about dealing with, you know, because I was talking about surgery and also speaking about how positive energy doesn't, you know, like just positive energy, positive focus doesn't fix anything. And matter of fact, that's almost a testament too to the new age movement of, you know, matter of fact, the shit I kind of got caught in, you know, as far as that like overly positive vibe, you know, and thinking that just being positive, you know, without really trying to fix something is gonna fix it, you know. And it's to the analogy of like if I you know, get a certain type of fracture in my leg, you know, of course, except for the people who's great, you know, the yogis and people who know how to manifest things on a whole nother level. Besides those folk, very few. You know, when you have a certain fracture or whatever, you know, pure positive, like focusing and being like, oh, I'm so positive that my leg will fix. I'm so positive that this big 30-inch gash in my leg, even though I don't know how to do alchemy on a high level, even though I don't know how to do mental surgery on myself on a high level, I'm positive that this will, you know, fix. And it's like, well, no, you know, because again, that's why I said, it's like, well, if you don't know how to do these things, then nah, you know, you might want to fix it because your pure positive focus is not going to fix it. Matter of fact, and again, goes to shadow work. Like you can't run from yourself, you know, and that positive focus in that manner is almost like running from yourself. Because here it is, where you might need to go get some surgery done. You might need some healing or something, but here it is, you're trying to, you know, deny it by just like, oh, I'm just being positive, like, you know, and then you neglecting the work that you really have to do to your leg, you know, or have your leg all infected and messed up to the point where you might have to amputate it now, all because of you ignoring what you really had to do. And that also speaks to the balance of, you know, the physical vibes with the spiritual, you know, the physical and non-physical spiritual work. You know, like it's not just one side, you know, it's also taking the physicality. Because again, if I got a type of fracture on that level, you know, for one, I gotta accept and deal with the pain, you know, like the pain is real, accept it, and quote unquote, you know, real. Because, you know, I use a Truman Show analogy. Go check out my video on the Truman Show about, like, you know, what's quote unquote real or not. But again, you know, you have this injury, and you know, the pain is there and all that, and you know, it takes you to acknowledge that and say, well, you know what, I need to go to the doctor, you know, instead of just sitting here trying to ignore it. Because here it is, where you could be like focusing on it positively, and then it's still hurting, you know, and still letting you know, like, nah, fool, this positive enforcement, and it's making you even more nervous and stressed out, you know, again, because you trying to fix something with just positive focus that isn't meant for you to just fix with just your positive focus. Like, it's meant for you to probably, take some type of action, you know. Acknowledge the pain, acknowledge the hurt, be like, oh shit, this hurt a little bit, or whatever, acknowledge that in order to clear it. Again, you can't fix shadows from ignoring. If I ignore a shadow, it only gets darker. If I shine a light on the shadow, it no longer exists, point blank period. That's straight up science, and that's spiritual science, like conscious awareness, it's like light, conscious light shining, but again, that's basically it. Matter of fact, over here, walking by LSU, over here by Highland, Circle K. Meet me at the Circle K and park by the payphone. Shout out to Vicious on the music level. Gotta watch how you give shout outs to to all sorts of people, but not really not really. But that's basically it, again, our spiritual growth, like eating that nasty medicine, getting that painful surgery, it hurts, but in the long run, it's gonna be a big help to the whole situation. So gotta acknowledge that. But that's basically it. And again, you can't just clear things with just positive focus. Like you can't just, again, you gotta. Sometimes it takes physical action, a certain level of awareness. Peace. Happy now. Now's the vibrate. Not too far in the future. Not too far in the past. Right now. Crossing the street, people trying to hit me. Peace, peace.